thanks for coming down and hanging out in the basement with me today. Merry Christmas! Or should I say Merry Christmas Eve? At least that's when I'm planning on putting this video out. I've got a gift that I bought myself 1 year ago, and I wasn't really planning on keeping it boxed up for a year, but it's just kind of the way it worked. I've been buying a lot of stuff on Cabin Fever auctions and eBay, and it just kind of got pushed back, and it was something pretty special. It's in this big box here. It's heavy too. It's also got the name Alton on it. At least that's one of the items in there. So I hope you'll stay along for the unboxing and maybe repairing or whatever, and we'll see what we get to. And by the way, what do you think of this awesome sweater? I just picked this up this year from Think Geek. I think it was the name of the place. Oh, put a little note if it's different, but thinkgeek.com. I spotted it on one of their advertisements. I'm sure other places sell it, but I'm a Ghostbusters fan, and it's definitely a nice looking ugly sweater. Let me move the camera, and we'll start unboxing. And before we do the unboxing, I just thought I'd show you a couple of these trains that were behind me. You've seen this engine before, but this trolley I haven't shown. This is just a real cheapy Lionel trolley. It's pretty cool. It says 1998 on it. Then this is the MTH trolley that I got a year or two ago, and that one's really fun. Then we got some box cars from Lionel. We got, let's see, 1997, 1998, and a Vapor Records one from 2000. Alrighty, let's open this sucker up, and we'll just leave the trains running in the background. Hope they're not too big of a distraction. Now this is from Cabin Fever. So it's going to be filled with foam packing peanuts, which is okay. Alrighty. There we go. Alright, got all kinds of good stuff here. I'm just going to leave the foam peanuts in here, and we'll just kind of deal with it the way it comes. Okay, we got an empty box here that says part of the American Toys deal, right? Oh, maybe there is something in here. Oh. Ah. This is for another thing I received in here. We'll get that out too. Here is one of the passenger cars. Nice. Alright. I don't know what's in this big box. Maybe the engine. Not sure what's in this one. Let's just take a look. We don't care. Alrighty. Yes. I knew this was in there. Electromotive Division switcher. This is definitely a later model. We've got the can motor in here. What is that? No, it's not a can motor. I am incorrect. This has got a Pulmar motor in it. So, nice. It's a nice condition. Nicest one I got. Cool. Alright, what else do we got in here? Ah, here's one of the track cleaning pads. Alright, that must be the locomotive. Let's see what's in this box. Ah, okay. In this auction were some display boxes. This would be nice. eBay $250. I didn't spend very much on this. At the end of the video, I'll have what I paid for all this stuff. But this would be nice for, like, at work or something. Bring a engine or a car or something. Alright, what else do we got? Paper! Yay! More paper! Woohoo! Alright. We got that, and we got the engine. Let's pull out the engine. That sucker is heavy. Box is in pretty good condition. Yeah, I like that. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. So I got a complete set, which is good. 1981, fun dimensions, what it says. Let's see what kind of condition it's in. Got all the paperwork with it, that's nice. I like that. Wow, this thing's been sitting out a little bit, look at that. 8081, Lionel Hudson. 1 year limited warranty. Fun dimensions. Cool. Alright. Wow. Even got a tube of the Lionel smoke fluid. That's pretty cool. This thing looks really nice. Let's see here. Cardboard piece behind it. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say if this was run extremely lightly. I mean, like, I see a little bit of wear there on the wheel, but I don't see any wear on the plastic wheels. Wow. I was not expecting this. This is amazing. Wow. Very nice. Shiny. No scratches. Nothing broken off. This is very unlike my stuff. This was definitely worth waiting for. Alright, set this down. Let's take a look at the tender. I was not expecting that. Okay, we got some loose wheels. Okay. Again, I don't see... It's kind of interesting how they did the chuff there. It's got a little switch. Nice. Coal load looks nice. Got a fingerprint there. A bit of box wear maybe. Wow. Really nice. Really nice. Alright, let's open up the last item. Wow, can't get over how nice that engine is. I had no clue. I've been chasing, when I bought this last year, I've been kind of chasing these for a little bit, watching the pricing. They don't go as high as, you know, the, whatever the blue one's called. I apologize, I can't remember. It's only Lionel's most famous train. But, I thought the Alton looked really nice. And then I just bided my time, and I think I got a good price on that, especially for the condition it's in. I definitely got a good price. Alright, and here we go. The track cleaning car. We are missing the cylinders, which would hold cleaning fluid, but more for display than anything. This holds your pad on the track. This is your revolving pad, or something like that. This has definitely seen some use, but that's okay. Looks really nice, though. $60. I don't think I paid that much for it. Cool. Alrighty. Alright, let's open up one of the cars and we'll see if the condition of the engine matches the cars here. I don't want to ruin the box. The boxes are, I would say, average or maybe good condition, but they're not great. Still got their plastic wrapping though. This is the observation car. So, yeah. We're also going to take a look at the box that the engine came in. Alright, let's check it out here. Paint is real nice. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Slight haze of rust on the roller, no groove whatsoever. Wow. And looking back at the footage of the engine, I wish I would have went, oh my god, this is so beautiful. It's you know, untouched. But hey, I reacted in the normal way, but I am extremely impressed with how this looks. This is in way better condition than I could hope for. Like I said, I bided my time because these don't go for as much as the Blue Comet. I remembered the name finally. But man, that is sweet. Alright, let me unbox the other ones, and then we'll take apart the engine because we need to do some preventative maintenance on it. Oh, right, one more thing. The box for the engine. This deserves looking at because the artwork is, I feel, really nice. Okay, let's go like this here. We got features, die-cast bodies, engine and tender, electronic whistle, electronic mighty sound of steam, puffing smoke, rate of traction, then we'll see how good that is. Working headlight, transformer control forward to reverse, pull more motor, wear handrails, authentic Chicago and Alton red train markings, die-cast tender is 6 wheels and die-cast trucks. That was really a big deal because the earlier engines only had four axles. But yeah, just check this out. Just really nice artwork on it. And then on the back, we got a little bit of history here. September 1924, the Chicago and Alton line placed into service the passenger train, which they termed the handsomest train in the world, known as the Alton Limited and nicknamed the Red Train. It was new and luxurious, from the locomotive to the observation car. So, very cool. And these tell all the cars that would come in the set. 1981 Fun Dimensions. So, yeah. Very cool. So, here's this side of it. Chicago and Alton tender with its highly detailed die-cast bodies, a replica model of 224W, last produced by Lionel in the early 40s. It also features 6-wheel die-cast trucks. That was huge for MPC when they brought that out. That's new tooling for them. A lot of money expended. All right, I'll get unboxing and we'll get working on this guy. Boy, man, this is the nicest vintage engine I've ever held in my hand. We'll do a take 2. Wow, this is amazing! I can't believe how great this is! Had to put it in there. Man. Unbelievable. I'll see if they still got the auction picture up of this, but I only paid like $115 for this, plus auction fees. I'll show you the pricing at the end so you know what it was, but I'm very happy with what I paid for this and what I received. Very nice. Alright, so unfortunately the baggage car had a couple wheels come loose and damaged the coupler pin here, or the coupler retaining pin, but luckily I've got a couple of those laying around. Still got to figure out how these wheels are supposed to be held in here. I wonder if the coupler frames have kind of gotten warped due to age. I'll have to do a little research on that because these are real loose, practically coming out. I'll definitely do some research on that before I start tweaking on them. I don't want to break them. But what's cool with this find is the box for the track cleaning car had this piece of newspaper in it, and it was the shopper from 1980. Let's see here. It is June 26, 1980. And looks like from Penns Creek, Pennsylvania, or somewhere in Pennsylvania. And some of these ads are great, because I'm a car guy, so we got, let's see here. I saw a Corvette in here. What do we got? Go-kart with 5 horsepower Breezer Stratton engine, $175. There it is. 1966 Corvette, $6,500. Now, granted, that was a lot of money back then, but still, that's pretty cool. And then on this one, we've got 74 Maverick, $995, which kind of funny. And there's also 72 Chevy Vega 4-cylinder, good gas mileage, $150. All right, let's yeah, again, these were all in excellent condition. These all look really good. But see, now this wheel set, these wheels are fine. So I wonder if maybe these frames got bent, you know, just in handling over the years and they spread open. I'm thinking that's what it is, but like I said, I'll have to do some research. But yeah, these are all in like new condition. Really beautiful. So I want to try the engine out just to see if it works, but because the tender has the electronic steam of sound, and we also have that lovely foam that's visibly deteriorating here, we're going to take care of that before we power up the tender. As you can see the speaker over here. Yeah, I kind of wonder if these kind of bent. These wheels look good. But these... Yeah, look at that. They just fall right in place. Alright. Let's stop the action here. Alright, we'll get to track 2. We'll get that trolley over here. I do like this MTH trolley. Looks really cool. Alright, now I verified it wasn't locked up. Definitely will need some lubrication, but this will just be fun to see if it works. The reverse mechanism is in the engine here. We got it in back here. So, man, this thing's nice. I'm pretty sure in the auction photo, they just showed it in the plastic wrap. They didn't even unwrap it or anything. But, man, this is beautiful. Alright, let's see if we can get it to work. Oh. We won't do too much. I don't want to burn out the smoke unit. Oh, there we go. It works! It actually works! Oh, that is beautiful. Headlight works, everything. Alright, excellent. Just need some lubrication on that guy. Let's break into the tender and see how that looks. Let's get a little closer look at this too. We've got a wire handrail with, I don't know if there's a plastic or metal standoff, so that's really nice. We've got separately applied steps at the back. This piece is metal or die cast. We got some nice steps at the front. And all the separately applied handrails around. So yeah, this is a very nice tender. Alright, so it looks like we've got 4 screws here. That's pretty amazing that the locomotive worked, basically right off the bat. A little bit of futzing with the E unit, but that's to be expected. Come on! One little screw? No! It's the steps that are holding me back. Alright, we'll have to pull off probably just one step. Alrighty, that's nice. That's really nice. I like that. Okay, here's the circuit board for the sound of steam. And yeah, this thing was floating around in there, which is not good. Needs to be secured. Yep. Yeah, if I would have powered this up, if it's not already damaged from somebody else possibly powering it up, it would have been damaged for sure. Various, what do we got here? So we got capacitors, we got resistors, we got a couple diodes, a lot of capacitors, and transistors. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. Alright, let me get this cleaned up and we'll come up with a solution. Okay, I'll show you a little bit on how I remove this. I got the adhesive off of here, came out perfectly. Very happy with how it came out, but what I used is I used Goo Gone, an old toothbrush, and on this flat surface a plastic razor blade. I did use a metal one to get the initial big chunk off. But the circuit board, on the other hand, that's going to be another story. But what we're going to do The key here is to soak it and to let the product work. So I'll just show you a little bit of this. This will take a little longer. We'll just get the toothbrush all soaked here. And we'll just dab it on here. Now, because this is not all hardened, hopefully this won't take too long, but it's important to get all this old stuff off so it doesn't short out. That's what really happens, is the foam deteriorates and the board is allowed to contact the grounded plane of the tender here. Alright, yeah, we're getting some of this off. Big chunks. But I will keep on going until there's no adhesive left on this board. So yeah, we're making some good headway here. Look at that piece. Alright, let me keep going, and I'll bring you back when we're done. So, been looking at this crazy truck here. See where this side's all bent. I was wondering how I can get these plastic bits out. Well, turns out they're retained up here. You got a little push, locking tab right here. So, if you need to remove these wheels for cleaning or whatnot, I'm assuming we can just press on here and put it down. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get this thing out of here. Might take a little different technique. But let's see. Try not to stab myself. Here's one released. I think that might be the other one. Suckers are in there, good. Alright, I'll keep working on it. Here's what I've come up with. I've found a clamp that just fits the frame here, the truck. And I've been heating these points that were bent here, these areas, and I've just gently kind of pushed it down in, and I'm not turning the screw or anything, but I'm just trying to heat it up evenly, and then I'll let it cool and we'll see what it does. Luckily, I've only got 2 of these that I know of that have a real problem, because I think it's just the one truck on here. The other truck is perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's just a manufacturing defect or something. It's really odd. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so we got 2 trucks. Yep, this one's really bad, and this one's bad enough to where the one axle came out on this side, so quite interesting. Oh, we even got one light bulb in here. That's pretty cool. Alright. Nice. Well, it wouldn't be fun if I didn't have to repair anything, so that's pretty good. I think I'll try another round of heat and I'll keep working on it. Alright, I made some good progress. I'm using this tender truck as my gauge, because I have a little bit of up and down play in this one, and I feel that this would be a good gauge to, if I got it close enough, because this looks way better. And I had to use the heat gun on high, but it did the trick. I held it on high for like 20 seconds, and then I flipped it over in 20 more seconds, and just kind of did that a few times, and until I felt that it was kind of loose in here. And then I tightened this just a little bit, then heated it some more, and then let it cool until I could touch it. Just let it slowly cool. So at the back it was spread a little bit more, and I have just a little bit of extra gap at the back. I don't want to press my luck on these. I don't want to break these. I mean, I'm sure I could find a replacement. It's used on the passenger cars. I believe it's the same truck, but I don't want to have to do that if I don't have to. The fronts are real good and the middle is good. Just the back is still spread out a little bit, but I'm gonna press my luck and see if it works. So let's see if we can get this assembled. So to assemble it, we got to kind of set everything in place here. I'm sure there was some jig or something at the factory, but we'll get one side started And then, hopefully, we'll get the other side brought in. Where's that other side? Here we go. And it goes like this, I believe. 1. Trickier than it looks. 2, 3. Okay, good. Just trying to gauge. I'm going to have a problem with these. I think I'm going to have to work on the back a little bit, but it's not bad. You know, like I said, I don't want to press my luck with these, so that wasn't too bad to stamp in. So I've got a little bit up and down on this one, quite a bit. Not bad. This one's actually binding up just a little bit, so the truck is tilted just a little bit, but it still spins pretty good. Not as freely as the others, but close enough. I'm going to call that a win. Man, that is pretty wobbly in there. I don't think it's going to come out, though. And this one had a washer on it, which I thought was interesting. So, set that on there. Flip it all over. And then, of course, to access that one, I did have to pull out the screw. Long screw. I don't believe it had a washer there. Gonna look around. I don't see another washer, so. Alright. Let's get this circuit board back on. Yep, I think it looks acceptable. Alright, so let's see. We got the speaker to put back in. Made sure not to bend these tabs too much. Let's see if I can coax this back in. Slight amount of bending, hopefully. There we go. Nice. Bend it back carefully. Hopefully I don't poke a hole in the speaker. It's also a 16 ohm speaker. That's a little unusual. Just for a standard speaker. But it's what they used. And to put this down, I don't know how long it will last, but I'm going to use double-sided tape. We'll just cut some, stick her down, and reassemble it and see how it works. Okay, the board worked out great. As you can see here, I had to use 2 layers of tape because these, the part of the components that poke down the leads, poked down pretty far. So a single layer would not have worked. It would have ground out on it. So 2 layers of tape. It's holding on there really good. And hopefully I got it straight, because it'll be a little difficult to get off, but I'm really happy with that. Now, in looking at this, I looked at this truck, and this truck is good, but right here, the Sound of Steam gets its power from this particular, or I might be misstating that wrong, but this is the switch that turns it on and off, or activates the chuff, or does something to make it change its state. And it gets its power from the front axle here. This back portion just is an isolated metal piece. It's got an isolated section and a silver section that connects to this tab here. But what I notice is this tab, as you can see, is not touching the axle. So I could try to tweak this, and I probably could, but it's better if I remove these axles and bend this up a bit, then put the axles back in. So the Sound of Steam would not have chuffed correctly anyway. So I'm glad I'm fixing this now. And this is a special axle because it's got a peg here to hold this stuff. So definitely want to be careful how I take this apart. But that is enough for tonight. Time for me to go to bed. Well, as you can see, I've changed out the cloth here because I cannot long-term stand the smell of that adhesive remover. I mean, when I'm using it, it's fine. It's just like a citrusy smell, but just kind of grates on me over long-term, I guess. I don't know. But I even have to throw out the various towels and stuff, toss them in the garage because they just stick up the garbage. Kind of crazy. But I finished up with the tender here. I was able to get... I had to go back, or I wanted to go back, because I had way too much play in this one. Now it's got a little bit, it's really cooling off here. The back one's tight, the middle one for some reason is loose, and the end one is a little loose, so I am okay with that. I also carefully removed these, just so I could bend this tab up, so now this tab is riding up against here, so it'll get plenty good electrical connection. I also really took my time with this guy in here, and if you can see that little piece right here, it was twisted, so it wasn't really making good contact as it went around, so that should work much better. I don't yet know if this works. We'll have to wait to power everything up, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. Now, let's see if we can figure out how to take this apart. I'm not 100% sure how to, but that's kind of fun. Hopefully I won't break anything. But about the only thing in the manual is it said to remove this top screw, and then the boiler comes off. And it definitely does. Nice cast piece here. Very nice. And then we can see the smoke unit and the light bulb here. So that's pretty straightforward. Let's see if we can get the rest of it apart. Yeah, it's me. Buy something new and take it all apart. Alright, so I'm going to pull off this back plate. Main reason I'm doing this is so I have access to everything to lubricate it. If I break something, oh well, at least it's mine, and I'll learn from it. Okay, here's the back plate. Then we have the reverse unit here. Okay, the reverse unit is got a screw that's attached to the motor. We've got our two leads in the back here that snake through. I'm also kind of surprised that there's no backhead detail on this. I might have mentioned that before, but a little surprising. Alright, I should probably pull this guy off and get a suitable nut driver for that. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. The wheels are fixed to the axles. Interesting. They spin pretty good. I'm not going to bother lubricating those. Alright. Let's see. We'll probably have to pull off this guy. What's the best way to do that? Those are awful many small screws. I think I'll just pull off the screw here. That'd be a good idea. Yeah, that was pretty loose on there. That goes all the way through. Okay, so that is index. It's got an index mark on the wheel. We got a spacer, and this piece here. The back side of this does have the tabs, so it is indexed. Okay, and it looks like, yeah, that points toward the center of the wheel there. Okay, that makes sense. This mechanism isn't very stiff. I mean, it's pretty good, but a little bit of lubrication and some running in should be good. Okay, so pull this apart, grab the spacer. And there we go. Leave those two pieces like that. I think we're pretty good. Well, yeah, we'll probably have to pull off the pilot. I think the smoke unit's gonna get in our way, so pull the pilot off as well. It's really nice to be able to be the first one to take something apart like this. You know, not have it, you know, who knows how many people before you messing up stuff. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. At least I think that holds the pilot on. Interesting, I see a screw right down in here. Not sure how you'd access that. Okay, yeah, that's the pilot and stuff. That's all interconnected. I might not have had to pull these off, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Oh, this is the smoke rod right there. That actuates the smoke. Okay. Alright, I think I'm ready to pull this screw off the back here. Yep, I think I made some good calls here. Okay, let's see. I need to see how these handrails are in there. Straight down. That makes sense. How's this thing held on here? We're having a little issue with the boiler here. Okay, so the headlight is kind of holding this in. Pull that out. There we go. Okay, good. I'm glad I figured it out. We got, oh yeah, the two wires from the back here. There we are. Beautiful shell. And we got our gasket up there. Beautiful. Yeah, I wouldn't have had to pull these off here. So we'll put them back on. Yep, so there's our smoke piston right there. That's pretty cool. Small motor, really. But we'll clean up the commutator. You can see it's got some, just from running in at the factory, it's got some gook on it. Gunk. This is all dry, of course. We want that lubricated. Alright. Let's reassemble the side gear, since I didn't have to take it off. Alright, let's use a little bit of grease. Just a tiny bit. Could use oil, of course, just too. You know, no biggie. Wipe off the excess. That pulled out of there. Okay. Alright, now we can wipe off some of that excess. Actually, I probably don't need any on the outside here. Could use a little bit on the inside, though. Just a little dabble, do ya? And this is how you learn. Just by, it wasn't really a mistake I made, but just by doing stuff and then figuring out, oh, I didn't really have to do that. I'm trying be very diligent not to over tighten screws and stuff. Okay, let's see here. This guy goes here. This guy rides up in here. Use a little bit of grease on him as well. Okay, that's good. Now, a little bit here. There. Light coating on the underside. We got this guy. I'm right in the middle. Let's make sure those tabs lock in there. There we go. That feels about right. That screw is totally wrong. This one. Okay. Alright, excellent. I'll continue lubricating and we'll be back. Okay, so I've got the drive wheels and side rods lubricated appropriately and the gears. This is the plate from the other side of the motor here. And that is definitely dry. There's a brass washer that goes there. We'll definitely need to lubricate that. But I wanted to bring you along and show you what the motor looks like. See what's under here. See if we can carefully remove some of this tape. Hopefully reuse it or put something suitable back on here, like gaffer's tape would be good. It's like duct tape, but it doesn't leave adhesive residue behind. Much higher quality. Okay. Hopefully I can straighten that back out. Well, let's just see how tight these guys are. Yeah, they're pretty good, as they should be. And this is a, no, this is a 3-position reverse unit. I was wrong. I was going to say it's 2-position, but it's 3. Definitely a 3-position reverse unit. Oh, and the magnet traction is working on here. It's not super strong. Better than nothing. Now, since I have that back motor bearing off, the motor is going to be flopping all over here. Okay, looks pretty good. Let's shake these brushes out. Okay, let's see how they look. Yep, just fine. Alright, I don't know if we can get this motor out. I think the wheel would have to come off, which I'm not going to do. Yep, this motor's too big to fit through there, but you know, it doesn't look horrible. It's had some runtime, but then again, they did test this at the factory. So I will clean this up, lubricate everything, put it all back together, and we'll come back, put some smoke fluid in, and we'll give her a test run. It is all assembled, and this is one way you can tell if you did a good job lubricating it, is if you can, at least in this model, if you can roll it along and the engine just rolls just fine. So I think I did a good job. Now I do have some hot chocolate scented premium smoke fluid from Lionel, so we're going to try this out. Let's see, we've got the instructions here. And let's see here. Place 4 to 8 drops of smoke fluid in the smoke generator through the smokestack. Smoke will be reduced after the track power is applied for several seconds. Locomotive will puff only when the wheels are turning. More than 8 drops of fluid may cause the generator to overflow. Okay, I think we'll do 8. I do have a pipette here. This is, forget where I got that. Let's carefully try it. First time doing this in this locomotive. That is 8. We'll see if I get a headache from this stuff. Yeah. Alright. We got the remote control here. Oh, I heard the sound of steam power up. All right. Oh. Needs a little work. There is some adjustments on there. Okay. Let's hitch up a flat car. Or something. Maybe a box car. Let's put a box car behind it and then we can set the camera on it. Got the Alton train down at the end there, or the engine, and I was reading in the book and I forgot that this had a whistle. I know that Lionel had some issues with the early whistles. They had to, basically get rid of them. They had problems with them, but this one's got a later whistle, so let's see how it sounds. I don't know what to expect. Alright. Let's try it here. We got a whistle here. Whoa! Hey, whatever works, it's better than nothing. Definitely need to turn that down though. Too loud for me. Okay, I'm running it without the sound of steam on right now, just so I can hear the locomotive, and it is running good. You see some of the smoke there? I think that's kind of to be expected about that level of smoke. I mean, I could replace the pad on the inside, perhaps. That would help. But, not sure if you can see, but we're drawing about 2 amps, which I think is pretty acceptable for this style motor. So the only way I can see amps is if I use the manual control, which is good. I don't mind. So, yeah, it is running really smooth. Let me know what you guys think. I think these are not known to be smooth runners. And I am extremely happy with how this runs. I think I got a good unit, and I also think I did a great job cleaning it up. The reverse unit's a little buzzy, but we can work on that later. And the sound of steam, I can adjust the volume on that, so I'll play around with that a little later. Maybe do another video on it. Okay. Yeah. This thing just is smooth. So, I got a couple tricks I can do to see if I can get some more smoke volume out of that, but it's not going to be... It's not going to be like a box. It's not, not going to be like that. Alright. Next, I gotta figure out how to get this guy apart, so I'm gonna do a little research, and we'll come back and I'll show you how to get the roof off of this thing. So I think it's kind of held in by the windows here. I just gotta figure out how to remove it carefully so I can pull these trucks off, and yeah, then I can bend these trucks into shape. Okay, for those that don't know how to take these apart, I knew that you had to release tabs in the window, but this is being a baggage car, it's got a lot smaller little windows. Well, it turns out there is one window, one tiny little square in each side here. One in the front, one in the back on each side that this piece locks into. And this is a later style of car. The early ones that had the four-wheel trucks had like lock tabs down here that made it even harder to get these apart. But luckily these just got these windows here, the little lock tabs here, so you can see where that lines up here. I just had to put a screwdriver in like this and hold it, and then I could release. I did 2 screwdrivers, one on each side, and I was able to pop it up. That worked out real good. Actually, it's right here. But yeah, it gives you gives you an idea how that works. And that actually wasn't too bad at all. I don't know, maybe I should put some... This insert was like falling down. The cardboard insert here keeps the light from transmitting through the top here. I wonder if I should put a little dab of glue or something. Maybe some hot glue. Hot glue would work good. I think I'll do that. But I'm surprised they actually soldered the wires on from the trucks to the light there. I'm quite impressed. But yeah. Again, well, this one's actually hitting pretty good, so I can't complain. But that's pretty crazy. Yeah, so I got to unsolder those wires, pull the trucks off, and then heat them up. And well, maybe I got enough wire I don't have to unsolder it, but why, they just spiraled it right up, which is nice. Let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah, we got lots of wire to work with. So yeah, I'll pull out the trucks and get working on those. Okay, I got the hot glue gun set up. I got over here, I got 3 rails, 4 dads. You're going to be having D.A. Griffin Hobby on, so looking forward to watching that. You should definitely check out 3 rails, 4 dads. They're good YouTube channel. And let's get the camera set back down here. And I wanted to illustrate the problem because you can maybe see it here. The cardboard is sloping, so you're not going to see any light out these windows. And yeah, this is just sitting here like that. So a little hot glue on the underside right here, a couple spots, and that'll keep it up for a good long time. To be perfectly honest, I cannot believe how nice this thing runs. This runs way better than I was expected to believe it would. I mean, I don't know where I read it, but I read that they really weren't good runners, and this thing runs awesome, and maybe because it's brand new, I'm not really sure. But yeah, I am very happy, and I'm going to do another video where I kind of go into the sound of steam and try to do some adjustments, but I want to research that first before I just go twiddling screws and stuff. And we're also going to check out this thing, this thing will be pretty easy. This is really clean and nice. And I don't think this one's going to be too big a deal either. It's just a motor that runs the circular brush on the bottom. It doesn't look too abused. So let me know what you think, and have yourself a Merry Christmas. And I really want to say thank you very much for watching. And as usual, check out the rest of the catalog. Now, let's check out this train running. Really pretty.